Today we're going to be going over Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's back from injury last week. Against the Cowboys, he had 15 fantasy points. He did look good. He crossed the goal line, and he's still getting used heavily in the offense. And is he better? Is he more healthier? Does he look more vibrant? That's something we're going to take a look at today. But I gathered the clips, and we're going to go over those highlights right now. Here's the first play we're going to cover. They're in shotgun. Clyde Edwards-Helaire's in the backfield alongside with Mahomes. Chiefs up 9-3. Let's just go ahead and run this snap. So here we are. Slipping out of the backfield. Getting the target. Looks like we got some blockers up in front of him. He's reading what's going on around him. Bam. Slips out. And now we're in the open field. Let's see. Let's hit this play button like right here. Let's see what he's got. Bam. Hits it. I'm seeing a little more burst out. A little bit more. But here, I like him being able to finesse this dude out. Like right there. Dead leg right there. Reads the momentum. Able to slip away. We're in the open field here. He's taking what's given him. Here, he might have been able to slip outside. 26 might have been able to roll off that block. So really going forward might have been the best avenue anyways. And now he's just trying to drop that shoulder, fall forward. That's a decent little play there by Helaire. Nothing world-breaking, obviously. But bam, hits the dead leg. We're seeing some shiftiness in the backfield. Open field, regain some speed. Drop that shoulder. Boom. I mean, that's an overall decent play there by Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Here's the next play. We're actually going back in time. First quarter, 0-0. My videos got shuffled up. But we're just looking at a micro perspective anyways. So here's getting the handoff, running up the gut, and look at the push we got. Up the middle. Right up the middle. Is that three guys on one? Kind of looking there, and they're going to peel off on that backer. But look at that push. It's got space. He's going to take advantage of that and move forward. I mean, that's good blocking. Good blocking is good for running backs. That's a good thing to see. And him taking advantage of that, and him also cutting up here to get away from 91 and take advantage of what's given to him. Run forward and plow forward and fall forward to get a little bit extra yards. Again, a lot of running backs could have done this. It's not a special play. He's not doing anything really special. I can say that much. But again, don't want to take it for granted either. He's taking advantage of what's given to him. Sees the pile. He knows he can't juke out of it or anything, so he's just going to lower that shoulder and fall forward as much as possible. Still gaining a little bit more on that play. It's good to see Clyde Edwards-Helaire get some goal line opportunities. It really boosts his fantasy stock. Really gives him more opportunity for fantasy lineups. Here, they're just going to give him a little pitch here on the outside, and he's just going to waltz right in for an easy score, easy touchdown for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Nothing really to note other than they're willing just to give him touches along the goal line, even though this is not up the gut. That's probably what some of you guys are saying. Hey, Bruce, it's not up the gut. They're not powering forward. They're still figuring out ways to give him those touches in those areas to be creative and allow him to get along that goal line to help our fantasy teams. Here we are. We're later in the game. Scores 19-9 Chiefs. We're in shotgun. Clyde Edwards-Helaire's back there with Mahomes. Go ahead and run this play real quick. And boom, he gets the handoff. Good blocking by the offensive line. We got a little push here. Looks like he's got a little alleyway to his left that he can look up to, or he can run straight. So he's got some options. So what's he going to choose here? He's going to go straight. A little crease opens up right here. He's just going to take it. Takes what's in front of him. Moves forward. Drops some shoulders. Not a bad run. Not a bad run at all. Let's play devil's advocate. What do we think could have happened if he would have kicked it outside to the left in that little crease? A lot of us are wondering probably that. And we got good blocking. We got Kelsey there blocking a dude. We got good leverage on those blocks. So it really depends on if one of those guys peel off, if he's able to make it through. Thinking about that block with Kelsey there, if that would work or not. The leverage of the defender is working towards the inside, so he might be able to sniff that. Watching Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he's just looking forward. He's expecting a crease to open up. He also has a crease, like if he goes left, and so that way forward going straight, he could have done that. I think that might have been all right. But then you also have those linebackers that could just plug and take that hole. And honestly, you got a lineman right in front of those backers getting ready to engage right there. So you want to take advantage of that and work off that. So once you get the hole in front of you, you get a little crease, you want to take what's given to you. That's just the easier moment. And as we get closer into the play, you can see Kelsey's got a good block. But again, all it takes is a hand, an arm reach out to slow you down. And also, the crease is closing up and not getting bigger. He is just taking what's given to him, which you got this little crease that's right in front of you. Just going from A to B and just following your blocks, dropping your head. I think this is a good run by Clyde edwards-helaire. You probably could have did a little bit, some different stuff here. We also got a little dead leg here. Just avoiding some contact, whatever. Was he doing that? Just getting set up for the hole. So I think this is a good run. I think this is actually a decent vision here. I mean, he could have tried some different stuff here, but again, that's some of the stuff where you see running backs dancing a little bit too much. And really, just take what's given to you from the play can really help you out in maximizing your overall efficiency here. Especially you got a crease. It's right there. Keep it simple, stupid. That's always a good motto to have. And that's what Clyde edwards-helaire is doing on this highlight tape. We've got 2 plays of that. That's one thing we liked about him from LSU was his vision, his little bit of wiggle, his ability to catch the ball in the backfield. So we saw that in his highlights. Is he healthier? Does he look fresher? A little bit. I got a small sample here, so it's not really, you can't really tell. I did look at all the other plays, so he do look a little fresher compared to earlier in the season. Remember, he started the season banged up. He was not 100% healthy, so you can't really look at him as a clean bill of health at the start of the season when everything wasn't looking super productive. Here, he got 15 fantasy points. It was an RB2 for the week, probably like running back 14, 15 or something like that. Caught some passes, 60-some yards, a touchdown, wasn't too bad. He was involved in the offense this week, so that was good. So I look for him, maybe be a trendy player going forward. Might elevate his fantasy stock. I mean, it's not like he's a slouch. It's not like he's in a bad offense. So if he has a hot run, that could be good for him, and I think that could potentially happen, especially with the Chiefs offense. We know that it hasn't been up to par, up to what we were expecting these last few weeks, this last month or so. So with him back in the fold, they may decide to try and use him a little bit more just because it gives them a different variable to work off of. So that's something to keep in mind. But Clyde edwards-helaire, I don't hate him. There might be some people that think I hate him, but I just always thought Jonathan Taylor was just the better prospect. But I think he's still a good running back. I still think he does good things. I don't really say anything really negative about his game. There's some things that he doesn't have, but most running backs are not like a 5-tool player. Those are rare. But what he does give you is good vision, good contact balance for size, good wiggle, catches the ball in the backfield. There's a lot of good things he does. He's just not perfect, and you shouldn't expect every prospect to be perfect. And yeah, he's still a good runner, and he still can be very productive in fantasy because he is in the perfect system for damn near any player that's in that system. But that's just the way things are, and you're going to see volatility in all players. So we could have just seen a down run on him earlier this season. Is he a buy? I was buying him in the offseason. I thought his price tag in Dynasty and Redraft was pretty low where it was attainable, and even when you had this low end this season, it was still okay because you knew you were shooting for that upside and you knew you were getting a player who was decent with high draft capital. I thought that discount was good. I process-wise, I would have done it again, even though he's been injured this year. But Clyde edwards-helaire does have some talent, and he can be very good in fantasy if he goes hot, and that could happen this year. So you may want to look at trading for him if trades are open still in your league, potentially, especially if you're in redraft. Dynasty, you might be able to get him a little bit of discount too, especially compared to his rookie value like a year and a half ago or whatever. But Clyde edwards-helaire, he's still good. I want to thank you for watching the show, sticking with me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. Every subscription matters. Fuels me to keep delivering this content at a high pace, high frequency. I love going over film with you guys. I love analyzing these players, helping you guys out with your fantasy teams and everything else. Again, I want to thank you, and I'll catch you next time.